Hi, Nick Collier here, and this is my shop. Come join me. We'll have some fun.
Okay, and since we're making two of these, we're gonna square up, well, not square up, but we're just gonna even up all of our perimeters before we get started and square them up. Okay. Alright, we need to take a small amount. And I'm thinking it might be good to speed this thing up. I think I have a finishing bit that long. I can't remember. I'm going to have to go look. Okay, well, I found something, but it's not quite long enough. It's like, this is how long it is. Now, we've got extra material in here, so I think what I'm going to do is go ahead and flip this over and grip it from the other side. Okay, that's 2.5. 2 inches one way. Two and a quarter the other way. So there's 2.25. Well, 2/300. So we can take this edge and take this edge. Now let's just go to the finishing bit. It'll come off quickly. I'm looking at the surface that chewed up, and I'm thinking that's not gonna work. Okay, let's give this a try. See how far down we have to go. And our height is 2 inches. And our width is 225 or 250, and we're sitting at 2/300, so 2 inches is here. So we're just slightly above the 2-inch mark. Okay, now let's knock the top edge off. Okay, the backside needs a little bit more. Let's make sure that we're 125. Make sure that we're wide enough here. One and a half. Ha! Okay, I think we've got plenty of width. By 2 inches tall. Plenty good there. By, so 1.5 by 2 1/4 wide. And we're sitting at 2/300. Okay. So let's take 2/300. Yeah, exactly. And then let's do the width first. So we've got 250 thousandths to take off of that. No. 125. No, 225. 125. And we're at 150. So we've got 250 thousandths of thickness to take off. All right, let's do that. And I'm thinking, what is the issue of doing both of them at the same time? We won't have that one inner edge, but we'll pretty much have everything else. In fact, we could spread them apart just enough that we'd have everything. Yeah, I'm thinking that's pretty good. So let's go ahead and take the top off again. Good clean back edge. So now let's get our thickness, and our thickness is 125. And right now we're sitting at 1/500. So we got a ways to go. And I'm thinking Okay, we're cut to size this way and this way. Now what we need to do is get our sizing this way. And it looks like we got just a bit of a burr there. So once we take them out, and we're going to flip them, and then we're going to cut the tops off, or in this case the bottoms. So let's take them out. Get a file. Just knock off just that little bit of a burr right there. Keep it from being a problem. Looks good. Nice. Clean off our parallels. Alright, this one needs to be cleaned off a little extra. Probably a good idea to do both of them. What the hell? A little bit of oil on the back for sticking power. Looks good. Flip these over and bring the vise in. And we have perfectly parallel surfaces. Okay, jumped up just a little bit. There we go. Nice and tight. Now, for those who don't understand, what I was doing was sliding the parallels in and out until they clamp down, and that way we know we have a totally parallel surface. Looks good. So take this up, and we're going to take this off, and this one is 2 inches. So there's 2 inches. Yep, plenty of room. I'm going to knock that whole top off and end up fairly close to our 2-inch mark. All right, let's take our measurement. 257. So 57 thousandths more. So we're going to take 47, there's 10, 20, 30, 45. Let's do 45. Okay, our measurement is 2 inches. And we are 15 short of that. So let's, for one, let's center the camera. And then get our 15. There's 15. All right, we did it. We got those blocks squared up. Now we got to go in and do a bunch of machine work, and at the very least they're where they want to be. And let's clean up all the mess here, and we'll come back. All right, so we're down to measurement. We've got 10 more thousandths to take off here and 10 to take off of there. So, and let's take our measurement and make sure. Yep, 10 thousandths. Okay. So let's just do 10. We'll bring the table up 10. And that should do it. All right. Make sure that we've got what we want. One 888, and that's 18885, so that's close. And this is 194, so we're within the 10 thousandths that that he wants. Now we got to be within 5 though. Okay. Well, that's within 3. And that's within 2. Okay. Oh, let's go for depth. Within 4. I can live with that. All right, so now what we have to do is come in and drill a, what is the hole? A 1-inch hole, and that's for press fit for a sleeve, and then 2 smaller holes. What size are they? 344, which would be 344. Well, 304. 344. So 3438 is 11/32. But I think what we're going to do first is go have a little breakfast. We'll be back. All right, well now we've got to put 3 holes in each one of these. Well, actually, this isn't a hole. It's a bottom. Yeah. Okay. Oh, I'm glad I looked at it. It's a blind hole and with a square bottom. 1 inch, I think. Yep, 1 inch. So that's going to be tough. And there's our 2 zeros. We'll probably end up just doing both of these one at a time because, you know, you got to find 0 each time. So, first thing we do is go down 380. Wait a second. Let's come back to 0. And our drill bit is 344. All right, we're going to come in from 0. Oops, a little further. $380. $380. And then over 1 inch, 750. And that should be our hole. Looks pretty good. All right, so we're going to come back to 1 inch even, and then over to 625. Well, it says go all the way through, but we can't. We'll go to 100 and see what we can come up with. All right, so let's just take it on out. I'm not going to take it out to 1 inch. Well, we'll come in a little short of it. Oh, let's slow that down. Okay, that's 7/8, I believe. And that's going to get us a square hole at the bottom minus a little bit on each side, which I can live with. Well, I'll have to come back in later and square it up somehow. I'm not sure how. But for the moment, this is what we've got. I'd like to just come in and run a 1 inch bit down there, but problem is this has to be a 1/2 thousandths under because it's a press fit. So there we go. So first thing I want to do is I'm going to come from 1 inch this way, bring it down, and let this bit rest on the surface. Zero it out, come back up over to 1, and run it right down until we get to 1 inch. No, 1/125. Okay, so we're within 10 thousandths of this thing, and I don't know what the brand of this head is. I bought it used, but it looks American made. It's definitely not a Chinesium, and I swear, you dial this dial in to 10 thousandths, it cuts 10 thousandths. So we've dialed it in 10, and which means that we're going to cut this hole at a 1/2 thousandths under. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. couldn't be more perfect. I don't know if you can see it or not, but we are at 0 1/2 thousandths. Ha! Nice. I am getting better at this. Okay, so now we're going to move over to this one and do the same thing. Okay, last thing we got to do is chamfer those two holes on the back side, and the chamfer is, where is it at? 640 thousandths wide. And we are already at 350. So we got another 3 something. All right, they're done. We're happy. And pretty much the project's done. I'm gonna box them up and send them off, and hey, everybody will be happy, hopefully. This is Nick Collier, checking out.